Welcome all. I hope everything is well with you, all of you. It have been quite a while since I made my last live, so I'm not sure that it will go well all the time. I'm not so familiar with OBS. Haven't used it for more than a month, I think. Happy to see all of you here. 7 people at the moment. Okay. Mainly I have 2 topics today. The main topic is about flurfs, of course. And that I think the flat earth scene is in a quite poor condition. They are going on repeat. And yesterday I did find that it's a new flat earth war coming up. Let's see. I think 2 months ago, a flat earther called Mark Hollander, he challenged me to debate. He was one of the persons behind one of 2 so-called flat earth documentaries that was released last year. It wasn't the one with Dubai and the rest of it. It was with the Spanish flat earther. I don't remember the name, but I accepted the challenge if I could debate with one person in that video that said that he was in the US Navy and he was a radar expert and so on. And me and Mark did have discussions for several weeks about this, and he talked to this Navy person who was interested in debating me, and suddenly the US Navy said that he wasn't allowed debating me. So I explained that I didn't want to discuss things that was secret, only things that you can find with open sources online and so on, discussing well-known facts about radar, how to use them, well-known facts about weapon systems and so on. And then I was on a exercise involving US Navy. We trained together with US Navy, so I asked several US Navy officers about the rules and regulation, what they could talk about and not, and they couldn't see any problem for this person to have a debate with me. So they ran away as usual. This is the first time I accepted a challenge of the debate, because I have the same opinion as Simon Dan. It's hard to debate reality. And the second one, as you all can hear, English is not my first language, so if I would debate with someone from US or other native English speaker, I would have a handicap in the language. I have for several months now raised money for Ukraine. I have made some changes about this. The last 2 months I also have sent drones to Ukraine. But I have made some changes about this. I will talk about this later on in this live. But so far we together have raised 12,500 euros that are sent to Ukraine to help them. I'm quite happy with that, or I'm very happy.
Calypso gets it. This video is dedicated to Bob from Globebusters. Recently he asked a couple of questions in the chat and they were sent to me because it's me. Bob says, I have a question and I hope all of you can bring all of your collective brain power to answer this most difficult question. It would sure help me a lot. No problem, Bob, that's why we're here. This is a question specifically to those who do not believe that a downward acceleration, also known as gravity, exists, and that would be me, and instead believe that it's all about relative density equilibrium. Do you know what, Bob? At least you've dropped density buoyancy. Thank you, but capitals there, so then we know that you understand that it's a thing. Anyway, if I climb a ladder to 100 feet above the ground, I think it would be safe to say that the air or the atmosphere above me is less dense than where I am on the ladder and the air. Or atmosphere below me is more dense than where I am on the ladder. Why, if I step off the ladder, will I fall down into the more dense medium instead of up into the less dense medium? If all is density equilibrium mediation, then shouldn't I fall up? Since there are those who claim that no downward acceleration, also known as gravity, exists, then we seem to have a small conundrum here. Calypso. Bob, I think it's because you're more dense than the Earth still. Well done, Calypso. Calypso gets it. Globebusters back to Calypso. But I am more dense than the air above me. Why am I not falling up?
I will spend more time up there.
Mate. We've been saying this for years, and you've been fighting it for years. And today, hopefully, because you're asking legitimate questions, you're going to get your answer. But you've got to understand what we're saying here. It's not difficult, but you've just got to understand it.
Okay?
So, here we have the density tower. Right, so Globebusters had a show last night, all about the incoherent dielectric acceleration. I didn't watch it last night, it was on pretty late for me, I was busy doing stuff anyway, and I watched it first thing this morning. And that's probably a good thing, because then I don't get blocked in chat for being a troll, just because I disagree with him. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to take 3 or 4 bits and pieces that Bob says, and I'm going to show the 3 fatal flaws. If you think that incoherent dielectric acceleration is a thing, then you're going to have to explain these fundamental fatal flaws, because all 3 of them, and any one of them in isolation,
who is behind
stop
this conspiracy and why.
Bob knows better. He starts off by talking about how this is within the confines of his model. That does 2 great things. It gets rid of the trolls, because the trolls can't obviously have an argument within flat Earth models, because it's outside of their paradigm. He's not trying to debunk the globe Earth. The globe Earth doesn't have any explanations for this within their model, because they don't have any electricity or current or voltages or whatever influencing this downwards perception of bias. So that's a brilliant move. But it also causes the problem of reification, because
this, for instance,
Calypso gets it. This video is dedicated to Bob from Globebusters. Recently he asked a couple of questions in a chat, and they were sent to me because it's me. Bob says, I have a question and I hope all of you can bring all of your collective brain power to answer this most difficult question. It would sure help me a lot. No problem, Bob, that's why we're here. This is a question specifically to those who do not believe that a downward acceleration, also known as gravity, exists, and that would be me, and instead believe Calypso gets it. This video is dedicated to Bob from Globebusters. Recently he asked a couple of questions in a chat and they were sent to me because it's me. Bob says, I have a question and I hope all of you can bring all of your...
You can't hear me. Strange.
Collective brain power to answer this most difficult question. It would sure help me a lot. No problem, Bob, that's why we're here.
Either or?
This is a question specifically to those who do not believe that a downward acceleration, also known as gravity, exists, and that would be me, and instead... At least you've dropped density buoyancy.
Okay, then I start it again.
Calypso gets it. This video is dedicated to Bob from Globebusters. Recently he asked a couple of questions in a chat and they were sent to me because it's me. Bob says, I have a question and I hope all of you can bring all of your collective brain power to answer this most difficult question. It would sure help me a lot. No problem, Bob, that's why we're here. This is a question specifically to those who do not believe that a downward acceleration, also known as gravity, exists, and that would be me, and instead believe that it's all about relative density equilibrium. Do you know what, Bob? At least you've dropped density buoyancy. Thank you, but capitals there, so then we know that you understand that it's a thing. Anyway, if I climb a ladder to 100 feet above the ground, I think it would be safe to say that the air or the atmosphere above me is less dense than where I am on the ladder and the air. Or, atmosphere below me is more dense than where I am on the ladder. Why, if I step off the ladder, will I fall down into the more dense medium instead of up into the less dense medium? If all is density equilibrium mediation, then shouldn't I fall up? Since there are those who claim that no downward acceleration, also known as gravity, exists, then we seem to have a small conundrum here. Calypso. Bob, I think it's because you're more dense than the air still. Well done, Calypso. Calypso gets it. Globebusters back to Calypso. But I am more dense than the air above me. Why am I not falling up? Bob. Mate. We've been saying this for years, and you've been fighting it for years. And today, hopefully, because you're asking legitimate questions, you're going to get your answer. But you've got to understand what we're saying here. It's not difficult, but you've just got to understand it. Okay? So, here we have the density tower.
Okay, this is one of many discussions in Lurf world. They can't agree on anything. For a long time, Sleeping Warrior have had his own silly beliefs about gravity, and for instance, Flatsoid FE believes this is some kind of science. I think this is quite funny that they can't agree on basics about their flat earth. Yesterday I did Nathan Oakley's channel, and that one was quite funny. This is Nathan have cut it apart from a live. So obviously Nathan thinks this is important.
Well, he also lied. There's thousands of things in there, dude. That's just one. He also lied about Nathan, right? A couple times. Right? He also lied about the whole FED panel.
Those guys.
Yep. Yeah.
We're so militant.
That's what's got my balls twisted.
A little background. They are talking about Jaredism, and it's about if the ether exists or not.
That's what's got my balls twisted. And whoever's balls are not twisted, you just have no balls.
Well, it's not that I ain't got no balls. It's just I don't want to attribute malice to it, but It is fraudulent.
Enough of that shit. They know what they're doing.
You just don't have to show people that your balls are twisted. That's the whole point.
Or you need to get some ball
Let me just throw
protection.
something at you. Is
You
it
need
not
to get
very?
some ball
Is it
protection.
not very? Is it not very strange that when Ether was getting eviscerated?
Entertainment. Entertainment.
Guys, can you stop
Entertainment
interrupting
value.
Brian? His third attempt at that sentence.
Oh, sorry.
Neil's
I
gone
didn't know it was
ballistic.
Mics
on
are
you.
open. Mics are
Yeah.
open. Just Neil.
Is it not very strange that when Ether was getting eviscerated by us, and it was getting taken apart because it was getting to the point where they had to start defining things when it came to their claims, right? And people were actually moving away from the belief of Ether. They were actually literally stating to Nathan, "Thanks for getting me out of the Ether hole." That means they were in it, right? As soon as that point came, suddenly Jaron turned up with his BS. I find that a bit strange. It's like he is a scapegoat or something like that. I find it a bit strange that he would do that. Now, maybe I'm giving him more credit for his intellect and his sneakiness than he has. But I just find that a bit strange.
Say that word again. Eviscerated.
Eviscerated.
Well,
Eviscerated.
I still want to know what was the quote and what did he add?
What about scientific evidence? You guys got your panties in a bunch over just one thing in 1,000, right? So
No, it's not that.
He brought up scientific evidence. He was going through, the pseudoscience garden. That fucking belly, it still cracks me up. He was going through the pseudoscience garden. He come up on Wiki, and he started reading the first sentence right on the headline, and then he ended with, "But science doesn't prove things." And I said, "Well, wait a second. That's not what that citation said." So I pulled up the citation and I read it out, and nowhere in there was what he said. So, I mean, that's just one of what?
Well,
that example for me, wait, John. That example for me is like, the reason that I'm like hesitant on that is because he's always done that. Like literally my first introduction to him is 100 quotes that tell us we've been lied to. And in that video, he specifically states that he's sorry for adding in parts of a quote that isn't there. So this just seems like his dumb brain doing the dumb shit it's always been doing. Like there is no change. It's just same old dumb Jaren.
What are you saying? He's already apologized for that?
No. I'm saying he's always done this, added in quotes things that aren't in the quotes. That's not something new.
Oh, he's always been a fraud.
Well, he also lied that there's thousands of
Okay, so this was a part from Nathan's live that Nathan himself had selected to make a separate video about. It's clearly an attack on Jarenism, and it's two things with this. First of all, they can't agree on basic things regarding their model. The same goes for the clip before that I messed up, Sleeping Warrior and Bob Nagel, regarding gravity and the downward force we experience. It's the same. They can't agree on basic things, and this starts conflicts. As I see it, Glowbusters and Jarenis and those fools, they have one model of flat Earth. Nathan and the fools in UK have one model and belief system, and South African fool Flightsoid FE is obviously more to the UK side with Sleeping Warrior, Nathan Oakley, Brains Logic, and so on. So it's quite fascinating. they tell you to do your own research, and they'll fail when it comes to making a model. They try to convince people that it's easy to see that we live on a flat Earth, but they don't succeed to prove anything, and instead they start internal wars, flat Earth wars. This clip from Nathan Oakley is obvious. He wants to start a debate, start a war against Jared and Glowbusters. It's so obvious. So it's no need to debunk flat Earth. They debunk themselves. They debunk flat Earth themselves. So I will try to follow up this because I think the internal debates is revealing the state flat Earth is in. They have no evidence, they have no theories. Oh dear. Yes, Gareth, he proved that he is a fake himself. Okay, back to what I talked about in the beginning. A quick one about me collecting money from Ukraine together with you. I have lately started to send drones to Ukraine. The background to that is that I have a close friend that have worked or working. I can't give details. He's Swedish military and have trained or are training Ukrainian troops. Sweden have been in Ukraine before the war, trained as Canadians and other countries helping Ukraine to building a modern military force. And now Swedish and other militaries are in UK training Ukrainian soldiers. And through that contact I did get contact to directly to Ukrainian forces, and so I did get a wish list of what they wanted to have, and of course I can't send weapons. I can't get my hands on weapons, but it would be illegal. But something that's I legally can send to them or UK to Ukraine is drones, civilian drones, and with my photography and filmmaking, I have used DJI drones since they started to making those drones. So at first I sent all the drones that I did have, and then I contacted some other photographers and asked if they want to help. So I did receive one more used, and then I raised money for drones. So I bought some drones, and now so far I have, with the help from others, sent 6 drones to Ukraine. And it's only ordinary drones. It's not the military drones. If you look at the screen here, you soon will see short video. This one is a drone dogfight. It's Ukrainian drone taking down a Russian drone. I respect that people don't want to help with weapons and so on. Therefore, the incomes from the channel, from super chats and so on will go to aid for Ukraine, which it have all the time. Donation through PayPal I will use for buying more drones. I have received film material, photo material from the troops using the drones. I know that 2 of the drones already have been shut down by Russians, and I'm well aware that they are quite capable of using these drones, and sometimes they use the drones to drop grenades. So therefore I have split those donations. So all through YouTube goes to humanitarian aid in Ukraine, and PayPal donation goes to this. In the near future, I will be able to present 1 or 2 of the soldiers using the drones on a live broadcast. I can't show you the material sent to me. I receive every week. I receive video clips and images taken with the drones because it's quite sensible to reveal where they are, how they operate, and so on. But in some weeks' time, I will be able to present it to you together with at least 1 of the soldiers using the drones. So I hope you understand why I decided to do it this way. So you who have helped me help Ukraine haven't been a part of giving them drones capable of bombing Russian soldiers. I want it to be open, so you're well aware if the money is used for this purpose. Why do you have a stream element boot in my channel? I don't understand where I come from. I think I have to learn how to use that. oh dear. But he asked you to subscribe to the channel, so some use I have of him. Or is it a him? I'm not sure. Oh, what am I? I'm still having some lag problem when I'm streaming. I don't understand why. I have to look into that one. Hello, Triggered Limey. And a big thank you. Oh, your name is so long, so it didn't show the amount on the screen. I think I have to adjust that one. Triggered Lime, I don't do the same content as you, but I have I'm not so into these First Amendment fools and so on, but I followed the drama around Chile. I have been quite amused about that one. So when I saw that he was making threats against different channels and all the members of the troll mafia and so on would be taken to court, I contacted him. I contacted Chile and told him, and it's true, I got a paid membership at the Troll Mafia, and I told him how he could get in contact with my lawyer. And at first he were interested, but then he stopped replying to my demands to send me the lawsuit, and then he blocked me from the channel. Oh dear, I'm so sad. I think this Stream Elements bot is quite annoying. He's repeating the same thing. Okay, this was a shorter live. I will have a longer one, better prepared on Friday the same time, because this was a bit of a test too, because I haven't streamed for so long. Yeah, Lime, I have a problem finding new material regarding flat Earth, but I think I have some ideas to make new flat Earth content. So I'm working on it, because it feels like, because all flurfs are going on repeat. So I have to find a new angle to attack it. Good morning, Inquester Bacon. And then I'm thinking about making some material, perhaps on a side channel about knife making. Perhaps you have seen that I'm into knife making nowadays. It's so damn relaxing, sitting in the basement thinking and making knives. Perhaps I'm getting old. I have sent a Lolo cow to your comment section yesterday. I have to look in my comment section. I think I missed that one. Okay. No one blocks George. Perhaps you're too nice. You're a nice person. Or perhaps some channels will block you to be too nice. I'm not sure. Okay. I feel that I'm out of ideas for this live stream, so I will run it up. I will end it soon. We'll be back Friday, better prepared. But big thank you to all who turned up, and I will continue investigate this upcoming war between UK and US in the flat earth world. Hope you all will have a great day. I hope to see you soon again. And don't hesitate if you want to be a part of the drone war in Ukraine, I meant. Donate via PayPal. Otherwise, your memberships, the ad revenues, super chats and so on is going to humanitarian aid for Ukraine. Okay, that was all I had for this time. See you. A new video will be out tomorrow, and Friday I will go live again. Have a nice day all. See you soon.